Mastering the Art of Wealth 10 Game Changing Money Rules. We all aspire to become wealthy, and who wouldn't want to enjoy dream vacations whenever they please or own luxurious mansions and exotic locations around the world? The goal is to have control over your money rather than letting it control you. In this video, we'll share some real and effective rules for becoming a millionaire. These rules are based on advice from millionaires worldwide, so they're not paid up. If you're serious about joining the Millionaires Club, make sure to watch until the end. But before we dive in, have you subscribed to our channel yet? We provide informative content every other day. Click the subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss out. Now, let's get started, shall we? Rule number 10. Never spend more than you earn. Mark Cuban, a Shark Tank star and a millionaire investor, strongly advocates for this rule whenever he offers advice on how to become wealthy. He emphasizes the importance of living within your means, cautioning against spending more than you can afford. To put it in perspective, consider this. If you make $1,500 per month but your monthly expenses add up to $1,800, you're losing $300 each month. This deficit isn't coming from your income, but is instead being covered by your credit card, leading to a yearly loss of $3,600. Over 10 years, this could result in accumulating thousands of dollars in debt. Now, let's follow Mark Cuban's advice. If you earn $1,500 per month but only spend $1,200, you'll have an extra $300 at your disposal every month. If you invest this money wisely, there's no doubt you can build wealth over time. Rule number 9. Always have savings for your bills. You've probably heard a lot of advice on how to become wealthy, especially if you're watching money-related videos on YouTube. While it's okay to listen to various suggestions, it's essential not to treat them as the ultimate solutions. The best financial advice often comes from those who've been through it themselves. Learning from their mistakes can help you avoid making your own. One such financial guru is Bethany Frankel, who went from being broke with $200,000 in credit card debt to building the successful Skinny Girl empire. As a Real Housewives star, she's passionate about sharing her financial wisdom. One of her key pieces of advice is to ensure you have enough money saved up to cover your bills in case of an emergency. Additionally, before taking out a loan or making a purchase with your credit card, make sure you have a similar amount of money saved or invested somewhere. This advice is invaluable for your financial well-being. Rule number 8. Avoid impulse purchases. With a net worth of $20 million, Sarah Michelle Gellar surely has some valuable financial advice to offer us regular folks. Surprisingly, one of her top tips is to completely eliminate impulse buying. She admits that even when she really wants something, she'll spend days contemplating the purchase before deciding. We're not suggesting you need to follow her example to the letter, but it's essential to set limits and exercise self-discipline. Just because you like something or have the desire to own it doesn't mean it's a necessity. Let's face it, how many times have you impulsively bought things only to realize we never really use them? Take a look around your house and you'll likely find numerous products that fall into this category. Rule number 7. Invest in what you understand. Actor, venture capitalist, and entrepreneur Ashton Kutcher offers valuable advice. Invest in areas you're knowledgeable about. He attributes much of his $200 million net worth to this strategy, emphasizing the importance of putting money into industries you're familiar with. For instance, if you're passionate about wine, frequently attend wine events, can distinguish between premium and inexpensive wines, and have a good understanding of the wine industry, consider investing in wine-related ventures. Similarly, if you plan to start a business, choose one where you have expertise. For example, if you've spent a decade in banking, launching your personal finance consultancy makes sense. Likewise, if you've worked in e-commerce marketing, you likely understand the industry well enough to start your marketing agency. The key is to channel your resources into areas you're comfortable with, whether it's your money, time, or effort. Rule number 6. Opt for public transportation and ride-sharing services. You might not expect a millionaire with a net worth of $400 million to use Lyft or Uber, but Kevin O'Leary does, and he strongly recommends this approach. He firmly believes that buying or leasing a car is a financial mistake, referring to cars as money-hungry vampires that drain your bank account. When you consider the expenses like maintenance, insurance, and parking, it becomes clear why he feels this way. Moreover, cars generally don't increase in value over time unless they're rare vintage masterpieces. Mr. Wonderful practices what he preaches. When his last car lease ended, he didn't get a new one but returned it to the dealership. That's a savvy move indeed. Rule number 5. Make wise investments. Investing wisely might seem like common sense, but do you really know where to put your savings for decent returns? Tony Robbins, a wealth master with a net worth of $500 million, certainly does. The best-selling author from New York Times emphasizes the incredible power of compound interest as one of the most potent tools in your investment arsenal. Robbins has earned a significant portion of his wealth not just from book sales and speaking engagements, but primarily from his investment decisions. He strongly advises setting aside a portion of your income, no matter how small, and placing it in interest-earning investments. Some of the options he recommends include high-yield savings accounts, index funds, or even stocks. The key is to seek out options with the highest interest rate returns and stash your money there. Never underestimate the potential of compound interest. Rule number 4. Pursue a job you love. This valuable piece of advice comes from none other than Oprah Winfrey, a household name known not just for her wealth, but for her enduring popularity. On her website, she shares insights on various topics, including money. Oprah attributes her enormous fortune to making the right career choice. Before her radio career, Oprah worked as a babysitter and in a store. When she finally landed her dream job in radio, her focus shifted. It was no longer just about making money. It was about excelling in her career. At the age of 17, she earned a modest weekly salary of $100 from a radio show. However, she loved her work so much that she felt comfortable even without pay. You might be wondering how this advice can make you a millionaire. Well, when you genuinely love your job, you're driven to excel, and others will take notice. This opens doors to more opportunities, potentially turning your career into a thriving business, much like what happened in Oprah's case. Rule number 3. Embrace saving. By now, you've probably gathered insights into how millionaires handle their wealth. One important lesson to remember is that having a lot of money doesn't mean you have to spend it recklessly. Suze Orman, a renowned author, financial advisor, motivational speaker, and TV host, strongly advocates for saving as much money as possible. Orman wants everyone to find as much joy in saving as they do in spending. Despite her substantial net worth of $35 billion, she firmly believes that the key to saving more is to shift your mindset. Instead of viewing saving as a task, see it as a source of satisfaction. Orman, for example, enjoys saving money by using coupons. Her advice is simple. Rather than asking yourself when you can start enjoying the money you've saved, ask when you can start enjoying the process of saving. If you cultivate this mindset, you'll eventually find that you don't mind saving money at all. Rule number 2. Don't hesitate to seek financial help. According to Spike Lee, the accomplished American film producer, writer, Oscar-nominated director, and author with a net worth of $40 million, you should never feel ashamed to ask for money to fund your project or business. He believes that if you're genuinely passionate about an idea but lack the funds, you should reach out to friends, family, or even strangers. Spike Lee, who has successfully used this approach to finance his movies, encourages others to do the same. He emphasizes that you should not be discouraged by rejection. After all, it only takes one yes to propel you to the next level. So, don't hesitate to seek financial support when you believe in your idea. Rule number 1. Invest for the long term. When discussing how to become a millionaire, it's impossible not to mention Warren Buffett, one of the wealthiest individuals globally, currently ranked as the 3rd richest by Forbes. What's most intriguing about him is that he is entirely self-made. The billionaire investor boasts a net worth of $82 billion. Buffett's key principle is to invest for the long term. He doesn't advocate for active, short-term stock trading. Instead, he believes that the best way to amass real wealth is by owning shares in exceptional businesses run by excellent management teams. He shared this advice as far back as 1988, and he has remained true to it ever since. His wisdom suggests that rather than rushing to sell and make a quick profit, you should exercise patience. By doing so, you stand a better chance of reaping substantial profits from companies that perform well over the long term. The beauty of this advice lies in its simplicity and accessibility. It doesn't require specialized skills. Anyone can buy shares in a company and monitor price changes, often with the convenience of a mobile app. The possibilities are limitless. By heeding the advice shared here, you can pave your way to becoming a millionaire. There are valuable insights from some of the world's most successful individuals. Before we conclude this video, there's one more tip we want to share that will undoubtedly set you on the right course toward achieving financial success. Understand where your money is flowing. If you're among those who find themselves perplexed about the destination of their earnings shortly after receiving a paycheck, take heed. It's essential to initiate the practice of budgeting, seek out cost-cutting opportunities by identifying more economical alternatives, and instill discipline in your financial habits. Even if it means establishing separate accounts for managing bills and concurrent expenses, begin this process today. Once you've established a budget that encompasses all your expenditures, ensure that a portion of your income is earmarked for savings. An effective method method is to automate your savings, allowing a predefined sum to be deducted automatically when your money lands in your account. Gaining a transparent comprehension of where your funds are going ranks among the paramount steps toward building wealth. In summary, here are the key takeaways. 1. Never spend more than you earn. 2. Always have savings for your bills. 3. Avoid impulse purchases. 4. Invest in what you understand. 5. Opt for public transportation and ride-sharing services. 6. Make wise investments. 7. Pursue a job you love. 8. Don't hesitate to seek financial help. 9. Invest for the long term. And 10. Keep track of your spending. Thank you for watching today. If you're still here, you likely enjoyed the video. Be sure to explore our other engaging videos. If you haven't already, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe so you don't miss any future content. Don't forget to tap the bell notification icon. Have a fantastic day. Stash Cash signing off.